welcome to the On to the Next podcast. I'm your host, Alyssa, and I am so happy you are here. Welcome to episode 11. We're fucking here. Oh my god, already past the double digits. Little monumental moment. We love that. Yes, thank you. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will already be seeing that I have a little friend with me once again, Miss Olivia Perkins. She's back. We are also in the same clothes from the prior week because we had filmed about an hour and a half worth of content and we realized we need 2 fucking episodes because we're not even halfway done at this point. If you are listening to this and not watching, I have Olivia from last week back on. So hi Olivia, welcome back. We're fucking here.
One more
time. So for Olivia today, we have more. You got the intro, you got the vibes, you got to see who we are as humans, our dynamics. We're similar, but we're also very different. Stuff like that, okay? So now we cut the process. You're still in your independent, on to the next, chillin' era.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed.
No.
No. Okay. Now, we are just going to get into the fun stuff, which is talking about icks with boys. I need Olivia here because Olivia once sent me in tears when she first of all can find an ick about anybody, but especially a guy. If you like a guy and think he's amazing, send your way to fucking Olivia.
Seriously?
If she knows the boy, even worse. If she doesn't, tell her about the boy. She will just name off all the icks about him. And then she'll humble you, and she'll humble the experience, and she'll make it less like La La Land, which sometimes is needed.
Yeah.
Like a very real approach.
Bringing back down to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm a little too aggressive.
Well, that's okay. Any boy that I've ever talked to, I think you can find more icks and things that you like about them.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Easy.
And it's so funny and it's embarrassing. Sometimes you know, like, fuck, that is an ick. But, like, I let it slide. But, like, she calls it out again.
Which is fine. To each their own.
Of course. 100%.
But, like, she'll, like, if you show me a picture, I'm like, come on. Really? Like, the shoes. Like, that's it.
The necklace. I'm just kidding.
The necklace, the earring, the rings. Really? I'm not a ring girl.
I know you're not.
Yeah, no. I like
to me, it's creative.
I like one, like a watch, or if you don't have a watch on, like a bracelet.
I like a bracelet.
But a metal, like,
loop
bracelet. You know what I'm saying?
Like a sleek bracelet.
Yeah, like what looks like it would be a chain. But
yes,
like a bracelet.
I agree. 100%.
And like it's got to be like a little thicker.
100%.
Yeah, but besides that, like.
Yeah. That we talked about that last time.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
You just go listen to last week's if you didn't already. I agree. But yeah, I like rings on boys. We already decided that from last time. But anyways, okay, so icks. Can you explain to me just overall icks about men? And then if you want to do specifics, we can. I just need to start this off by saying that Olivia once told me something.
Yeah.
That I can't even say it because it's not going to be as funny.
Yeah.
I need you to tell the world what you told me about
So we were talking about like men, and I looked her dead in the eye and I said, Alyssa, I one time ended things with a boy because I didn't like his natural scent.
Which is fine. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But I also can think of boys' natural scents and be like grossed out.
Yeah,
after you said that.
Why are you not washing your sheets? Like, why can I smell the oil from your hair like on your bed sheets, or like for what? For
Ew.
what? If I can't.
You ruined it.
Yeah, sorry.
That like sent me because the boy that I was talking to when you told me that, I like pictured his natural scent and you made me want to hurt myself or someone else. I don't know. But it just really put things into perspective.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I don't even remember who it was.
That's how deep it was.
Yeah, like it just wasn't that deep. I was like, eh. But I also saw something and it was like, you're supposed to like their natural scent, or like the way they smell, and not like cologne. Like,
yes,
I'm fresh out of the shower. Like, I don't know. Like, oh my god. Like, you know when a guy like gives you a sweater?
Yes.
I always wash them.
I don't. I like that.
Yeah.
I like to like sit in it.
Immediately washed.
I wash it before I give it to them, so it smells like me.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, per usual. You also, like, don't want to be like, oh, I was sleeping in this, and, like, now it smells because, like, I was sweating in my sleep. But, like, no. I mean, I'll wear it, like, a couple times, but, like, once I wash it, I'm like, oh. I get to wash it.
The first time I'll wear it, I definitely would wear it without washing it. If it becomes, like, mine, like in my wardrobe more than theirs, I'm washing it like how all my other clothes.
Well, yeah, logically, but I don't know. Like, a guy gives me a sweater, I'll wear it like maybe a day or two, and then I wash it. Like, I don't I'm not like,
I don't do that
smells
either.
like him. Like, give a fuck. Like,
I think to me, depending on the relationship, if it's someone like, oh, shell's just cold, like, I'm not gonna wash it when I'm gonna give it back to you. But if we're comfortable, I'll be like, okay, let's see how long I keep this. How long it lasts.
Interesting. No, I've always washed it, like, almost immediately.
Interesting.
There's only, like, nope, washed them all immediately.
I'm like, oh God, what is she gonna say right now?
But, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even remember who that guy was, seriously.
But I think you need to like their natural scent.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be, like
isn't it
an
like,
I like you type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, everyone's, like, people's natural scents don't, like, bother me.
Yeah.
But, like a guy, like, it doesn't bother me 90% of the time. But, like, I will, like, I don't know. It's also, like, and I don't know what I naturally smell like.
Yeah,
like, I hope I don't smell bad,
know.
but, like, yeah, I have done that.
That's so funny. I think, though, there's sheets.
Yeah, well, men also wash their sheets,
like once a year, if you're fucking lucky.
once a semester, if you're
Ew!
lucky.
And there's, like, 12 girls, like, juice on there. Like, rude!
Ew. And, like, you see it, and you're like,
and you're like, a part
where's
of
that
it?
from?
You're like,
And you're like, oh, like, you know, maybe, I don't know, like, wash your sheets.
Yeah, it's part of the experience.
Yeah, and they're like,
and they
how
just sleep in it. They don't care.
No.
It's disgusting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, for all you know, it's actually not your natural scent, and you just...
It's a mix of all the other girls' scents,
exactly,
and it's just...
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that also could scare someone away.
It could.
Exhibit A. Clean your goddamn fucking sheets.
100%.
Or, like, make your bed. And, like, you make your bed, not, like, the girl before you made your bed for you.
That's so triggering. I never had that happen, at least from my knowledge. But that
fuck if
be
I know.
So
I'm just saying,
triggering.
that was just like a bad example.
No, and that's true though. Who knows? Who knows? I know.
Also, beds on the wall.
Red flag.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, interesting. All of my little friends have their beds on the wall.
In the corner.
In the corner.
Yeah.
Handcrafted.
It's like, and as I got older, it's like which is another reason why people don't want to change their sheets. Because, like, when I live at home, but, like, with my old furniture, I had my bed on the wall because I had no room.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's really hard to change your sheets, which makes sense as to why guys don't want to change their sheets because their beds are on the wall. It's hard, like, being in a dorm, too, like, especially in college, like, all that stuff.
That's so different.
Yeah, like, it's all different. I mean, girls are just naturally cleanlier than boys.
Yeah.
Just not everyone.
No.
But, like, most. But yeah, I can see why, like, it would suck. Like, having your bed on the wall is just so much harder to change your sheets.
And that can also be, I know there's, like, a thing on, like, TikTok, and it's like, oh, if your bed's on the wall, like, you're a fuckboy. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. I didn't notice it until TikTok, but I can attest, and I agree with that.
Yeah. It's maturity. It's really maturity, is. It really 100%. Is. I don't know what.
Because the grown men who have, like, corporate jobs and just, like, living
their beds in the middle.
Their beds in the middle.
Yeah.
And they have little 2 nightstands.
Yeah.
And I need one on each side to put together.
100%.
But the fucking little corner is giving, like, college.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just, like, you're still not fully there, you know?
No.
And that's okay. Not everyone's supposed to be at this time. But it's just something you realize.
Men don't, what's the frontal lobe? Men don't mature until what age?
I think 25.
Yeah, if you're fucking lucky.
If you're lucky.
Holy shit.
And they're still, like, not all
Yeah,
there.
wow. Like, I'm getting to 23 and I'm like, woof, dude.
Yeah.
Woof. Like, you did not just say that to me. You really didn't. Like, now I have to sit here. That's why I don't like dinner. I don't like going on a dinner date. No.
Yeah, I'd rather do an activity or, like, get ice cream or, like, something
Yeah,
more,
and
like,
I said that. I said something about ice cream and they were like, that's really high school. And I'm like, I will know if I like you, like, pretty quick. Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't want to be restricted to dinner. Now, if you ask me out to dinner, I will go.
100%.
But, like, I think that's more mature. But it's also, I don't want to be restricted. Like, dinner could be, like, an hour. Dinner could be, like, 4 hours. Like,
if it's somewhere fancy, I don't like dressing too fancy on the first date.
Oh, I love it. If I could wear a dress all year round, I would.
I don't know. It depends on where we're going.
Have you seen The Theory, though?
I have.
Yeah, okay.
The dress theory.
Yeah. I would love to wear a dress on my first date.
Yeah.
And, like, see the difference. Because I've only ever worn pants.
Yeah, I've only ever worn pants, too. To me, it's like, I'm not going to give you... And this is an old mentality. I think now, I think every day I dress nicer. Just not nicer, but I dress, like, with jeans. Yeah. I don't dress like I'm in college going to class anymore. Like, I dress, like... in like clothes, not like sweats and stuff. So it's different, but I feel like in the beginning when I was just starting to date people, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna show them like I really went out of my way to get ready. It was like a pride thing for me, and now I don't care. Like now it's like, no, like I'm a functioning human. Like I'm coming from places to place. Like I'm not just here. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like to put myself together.
Yeah, I mean I never leave.
No, I know.
But I'll do like the like more subtle like Alyssa.
Oh no,
I'll do the more like Corey. Oh my god,
like I also think it does have to come with age with that though too.
Yeah.
Because I can see that. Like I've gone out. Like, I mean, I'll put, like, makeup on and do my hair, and then I'll be like, oh, but the thing is, it's cold here, like,
it is.
Majority of the year.
Yeah.
So, like, during the summer, like, if you're asking me out on a date, absolutely am I going to wear a dress. I have the option to.
Yes.
But, like, if you're asking me out on a date in December, like...
different energies.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna wear a hoodie, or not a hoodie, whoa, a knit sweater.
Yeah.
Like a nicer sweater, or, like... I don't know, like a bodysuit now. Like,
yeah, those
were more now than they were.
Yeah.
And like jeans.
And like little booties or something.
Yeah, and booties.
I do booties.
That changes.
Yeah.
An outfit, your shoes.
100%.
Either make or break your fit.
100%. So yeah, I think anyways, it's just interesting. I've just been learning these little things and picking up on these things that I'm doing. So okay, wait, finish up. What are your biggest icks with guys? Or like what are like universal guy icks?
Like if I'm going, like, before I go out, like, if I'm talking to a guy, like, before I go out with them, or,
yeah,
like...
give me, like, 3 before, and then 3 when you're on the date with them. Or, like, when you get to know them already.
Okay. 1 before is, like, I really do like nice teeth. So nice teeth are, like, a really big thing to me. Like, huge. Like, I will take that over, like, anything else. If you have a nice smile, like, game over. I don't know why. That's just, like... I think it's because my parents put so much money into, like, my teeth.
Yeah.
That I'm so aware of it now. Like,
valid.
I had braces for almost 4 years, like, or almost 3 years. Like, I wear my retainer every night. Like, I do all that stuff. I got my wisdom teeth taken out, so it didn't mess up the damn near 10 grand that braces cost that I didn't find out until I was, like, 17 years old that that's how much braces were. Jesus Christ. I don't know. That's a big one for me. A voice. So
what's an icky voice?
Have you seen The Grown-Ups?
I don't think so.
Like Grown-Ups, the scene
with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, like there's a scene from Grown-Ups and like all the women are like at the pool, like the moms, you know, like they're like older, you know, and they're looking at this like 20-something like really cut dude, and he walks over and he's got like a squeaky voice.
That's funny.
So like that, nothing like terrible, because I don't know, but I've also been told like that people like my voice. Why? I don't know, because like you would think like your own voice is like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been told that I sound like a specific individual in a specific industry.
Is it a porn star?
Yeah, it is.
I've been told that before too. I think guys, whenever I wear my glasses,
don't even get me started on that shit. Yeah.
The boys like, oh my god, Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck out of here. I don't have triple D.
Like,
okay, let's be fucking real right
like,
now.
there's other porn stars in the world. Like,
I've only ever been related to Mia Khalifa because she's probably the only like. There's a lot of brown.
She was very like
she was out there when we were in high school.
Yeah,
the hat, the like big. Like, why do I know? I know all her trends. Apparently, you would think I fucking watched her and shit. No, yes, I've been told that before too. From guys, I just think again, it's a boy thing. I could picture like 16-year-old boys telling me that when I was 16, when I would wear my glasses.
I'm like still to this
and
day
they loved
that.
it. I'm too, but
and I'll tell a boy like I like your voice. Oh, like 100%. I will tell you before I meet you, and they're like, thanks.
I have too, and there are cute voices, 100%. Like I've had a boy once send me a voice memo for my first time. I haven't met him before, and I'm like, why did I just blush from hearing his voice?
I do that on purpose.
It was the cutest
I'll send videos
thing.
of me talking, like if it's on Snapchat, you know, like, or like if he asks me for my phone number, like I'll that's why I like Hinge, because I can hear your voice. Now I don't always listen to them because sometimes they're weird, but and that gives me the ick. But yeah, like I'll listen to your voice, because there's also one guy, I didn't ever go out with him, never talked to him, but it was just like a mutual, and he had like the deepest, like it threw me off how deep his voice was. Like
in
it
a
didn't,
good way?
No.
Okay.
It was like too deep.
Interesting.
I don't know. Everyone's just different.
Yeah.
So
everyone's different.
Yeah, I like the voice. I don't really have like 3 like specific icks. It all depends on the person.
Okay.
But teeth
how about
are
when
big
you're
for
on
me.
a date with someone? Are there icks that you pick up on?
Yeah, but again, it just has to happen. Like your mannerisms. I also like, I don't know, I don't like if your phone's on the table, which is weird.
I agree. For a first date, like, you're getting to know
like
me.
Why you don't? Yeah. Not saying like, oh, you don't want to talk to me, but like, if you pick up your phone, I will too. And I will hold my, like, I will be on my phone.
Longer than he is. 100%.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times. And it's just a thing to remind them, like, okay, that's rude.
Well, it's not even, like, purposefully. Like, I'm texting, like, my friends are like, how's it going? I'm like, mid. Like.
I don't do it to be like, I'm going to show you.
Oh, yeah, no.
But I will be on it longer than you. I will notice that.
Every single time I do that, though, they're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, why?
Yeah, you were just on your phone. What were
Yeah.
you doing? Like,
Or, like, I don't know. Like, my mom's called me sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll answer. Like, hey.
I won't
She's
answer.
like, you good? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, bye. Hang up. But, like, it's on the other side, like, the, hey. Yeah.
It
sounds weird.
It sounds very weird.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's so funny. I do like, though, I've had guys before, like, answer someone, like a friend, like, oh yeah, like, they would, like, already, like, say, like, they know.
I love that.
They, like, already know who I am. Like, oh yeah, I'm with Alyssa. I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
I love it.
I'm like,
I love
that. Like, that's my I love that. It's
or,
so
like, when
honored.
they tell you, like, yeah, like, my friends knew I was coming here.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I'm like, oh.
Or, like, I've had a guy once be like, oh yeah, like, my friend told me to bring you here. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you made time to talk about me to your friends to then plan a fun date with us?
Well, I mean, realistically, like, we're doing it to our friends.
Of course, but for guys to admit that, and he said it actually just so naturally, I actually called him out, like, wait, you told your friends about this?
Have you ever had a guy, like, tell you, like, oh yeah, like, my girlfriends, like
No.
they're excited, like, they told me, okay, so I went out on a date a long time ago with one person, and they were like, hey, like, oh yeah, like, my friends told me not to be nervous and, like, to be myself. I'm like, no shit.
Yeah.
But, like, he told his girlfriend.
That's cute.
That I was going out with, and I was like, interesting, but also, like, I'm not intimidated, but I'm kind of intimidated, because it's like, if this goes somewhere, like, they knew damn well who I was way before I knew who they were.
Probably before he knew who you were.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know, it just depends on the circumstance.
I agree. I haven't had a lot of guys that had really close girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, and if they do, it's like, you find out about them later. And not in a suspicious way, just like, it hasn't been.
Well, I mean, being in college, like, they were like, they're living on your floor.
Yeah,
you know
that's different.
So, like,
that's fair.
Or, like, they're in your class, and they're like, oh, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm
like,
thinking of, like, post-guys, like, post-college
Post-college?
guys.
Yeah, no, I haven't had a post-college guy say that to me yet. Yet.
Okay, so any specific icks about a guys, or you just think, like, they're more, like, intentional when it comes?
Yeah, I just think, I also don't like when men are nervous on a first date.
Okay.
But here's the thing, I will always go. If you ask me on a first date, 90% of the time I will go. Even if I'm, like, not that into it, because I don't, like, you can't read someone's over, like, someone's mannerisms or, like, personality really over, like, text. So I'll go. I always agree to go. But second date, if you're so nervous, I will go on a second date just to see if you're more comfortable.
Okay.
But if I'm going out with you twice and, like, you still haven't calmed down, like, I just,
it's kind of awkward.
like
the
first time was fine.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
He doesn't need to be, like, shivering and, like, fucking
But also, why is there so much pressure on it? Like, it's just a first date. Like, I'm literally getting to know, like, your favorite color. Like,
the amount of guys I've told, like, you owe me nothing, I owe you nothing. We are just two people getting to know each other.
Yes, but I've had to say that. When I say that, I'm like, listen, like, if this could go somewhere, cool. If this doesn't go somewhere, cool. Yeah. We're buddies, 100%. Great. Like, 100%. And they're, like, shocked. But I'm like, I'm also like, yeah, I make jokes, like I said in the last episode, like, oh yeah, I am looking for a husband. Like, yeah, cool, but, like, if we don't click, nothing is wrong with
100%. And it's nothing with him, nothing with you. It's just not each other, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
That's why you go on dates with people.
Exactly.
And when I still think I fucking finished this last episode, I said I'm vain and never finished a sentence.
Oh.
What I wanted to say is I am vain at, like, you know, my natural instinct is like, okay, but is he cute? But I will say the amount of guys that are, like, cute, but not, like, people I would, like, hand draw for me, like, handcraft, if they can make me laugh or if they have a good personality, you are automatically 10 times more attracted. I would 100% would rather marry the funny guy than, like, the hot guy.
Absolutely.
Like, I need to laugh in 60 years.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be hot forever.
I literally, me and my friends make jokes, like, when I'm older and I have kids, God willing, but I make jokes, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to pay for 3 things, like, a nose job, college, and a car for my kids, because, like, I usually tend to go after guys who have, like, the weirdest noses. Like, nothing.
You're saying the kids' nose job?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stop.
If you want a nose job by the time you're 16, sure, let's do it.
You're like, I know what I did to you.
Yeah, I know what's happening. Like, there's one guy that I talked to,
God.
and he was like, "Yo, I have a bird's beak," and I was like, "Actually, that's the first thing I noticed."
You're like, and I love you for it.
I was like, "That's my type."
And
like,
it's cute.
yeah, like it's fine by me. Every guy I've ever talked to,
I don't care about. I don't ever looked at a nose, to be honest.
I
can't picture anyone's nose.
I did not realize it until I was probably a junior in college, and the freshman girls started making fun of me.
I could picture, yes.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And they, like, every single guy that I was like, oh, like, he's kind of cute, you should talk to him. Olivia, look at his nose. Oh, I didn't see that. Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see it.
I could not even pretend. I can't even describe or, like, think of a boy's nose right now. Even guys that I see, like, I cannot.
I can think of literally 7.
I've never looked at a nose.
Yeah.
I like eyes and smile. And if they have dimples. Like, face dimples is cute.
My dimple's fake. Fun fact.
I think I saw you post that.
Mm-hmm. My dimple's fake. I saw something, like, when I was in 6th grade of, like, you could make your own dimple.
The Bethany Moda phase?
Yeah. I think that's what it was. And I was like, oh, interesting. So I was in LA Lit, which was my first period in 6th grade.
Okay.
And I just started twisting a marker in my cheek, and my dimple is fake because you can destroy your cheek muscles. That's how you do it.
Oh my god.
Which is terrible. Now I'm like, I don't really like it that much, but
it's cute, I think.
Every time I talk to a guy, oh, your dimple's so cute. Thanks, it's fake.
They're like, okay, you just shut that down.
Yeah, you're like, wow, okay. I'm like,
that's
yeah.
So funny.
It is. Like, it's fake. It's not real. Your kids won't get it.
Oh.
Unless you have them.
You're like, unless I make them.
Yeah, unless I jam a marker in there.
Oh my god.
But,
no, I think the biggest thing is eyes.
Yeah,
for boys.
I guess.
But I mean, for me, for guys, again, it's more just like my biggest ick with a guy is like if they're cocky.
I love it.
I don't want, like,
I love that.
I like a confidence. I want them to be cocky. They can be cocky to me, like, with me when it's like a joke.
So
but
funny.
they have to be able to joke about their cockiness. So they can't really think like that they're fucking all in. You know what I mean?
100%. But I love it. I love, like, when a guy is genuinely cocky, I'm like, we're gonna have so much fun.
No, I can't. I'm thinking of especially cocky guys in my industry. Like, they're just fucking like full of themselves.
That's
like,
different,
that's not
though.
Cute.
Like, sports cocky is so
it's
funny.
Different. It's funny to fuck with. I could not marry someone who really thinks like they are like the fucking one.
No. Unless, but usually with cocky guys, it comes down to like, yeah, they're cocky like the first couple times they talk, and then usually they get like really soft with you, which like I like that.
When you can break them.
Well, like, just like, okay, like, yeah, you can go be a dick to everyone else, but me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, you will be a big teddy bear with me. Like, why not? Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
Like, why are you being cocky to me? There's no front.
Yes, I agree. I do agree with that. But I also think, like, if you have to be nice to other people.
Yeah.
Like,
but also, like, stiff arm a girl at the bar if she's making a move on you and you're my boyfriend. Like, why are you flirting with other bitches?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. For me, I'm so much more passive in that sense. Like, if a girl's, so like, flirting with the boy that I like, I'm like, honestly, pop off.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
but
it's
also,
like,
if he's that easy to get, I don't want him.
No, I'm talking about, like you're in a relationship and, like he's, like, actively, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say cheating, but, like, I don't know.
Like, he's,
like,
iffy. The guy's actively, like, pursuing this other girl, or, like, allowing it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I need him to have, like,
she thinks she's
stern.
gonna get it when she goes home, like...
Yeah, that's not cute.
Yeah,
he needs to be stern. Like, he needs to put his foot down. But, like, be nice. Like, I don't want to be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's different ways I've seen it play out.
Yeah.
Especially when guys drink and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
But I just think it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know, though. I don't like a cocky guy at first. I like if they're cocky, they have to be able to know that they're cocky. So it's a joke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the time they're well aware, but when they're around their boys, it's like
fun.
Right over the head. Like, they don't understand it.
They have no morals.
But yeah, no, nothing. No. Majority of men usually don't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Until like post situation, they're like, damn, I probably shouldn't have done that. And then they're like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I'll find someone else. And they're just in this continuous cycle. But yeah, anyways, okay, I need you to talk about taxi theory.
Yeah, okay. So
explain it first.
We talked about this not that long ago, and I saw it. It was on Sex and the City.
Yes.
But it's been on my TikTok a lot. I don't know why. Like, I haven't been liking any of it. I don't know if it's been on anyone else's TikTok. Has it been yours? Okay. So the taxi theory is like, what did they explain it as? They were in the bathroom.
Men are like taxis if the light's on.
Yeah. If the light is on, then like they'll just marry whoever's in front of them rather than marrying like the girl that they're in love with, because usually when they meet the girl that they're in love with, they're not ready.
Yes.
Which is like their light is off.
Yes, the light is off. The taxi
so
light.
like,
yeah.
I don't know where.
I think for that, I've seen not taxi theory, but it's the same energy.
Yeah.
Where there's this like theory that people say, like literal like psychologists like proven that men do not marry the love of their lives. They marry the woman that they're with when they're ready to get married. So they can be in love with someone at fucking 21 years old, but if they are not ready to marry this girl or to date this girl full time, they'd rather pass her by and just risk like, okay, I'll find another one, than settle down. But if they're 28 and they're ready to get married, whatever girl they're dating is who they're gonna marry.
Yeah, which also like men are very money driven. So like obviously you're not ready for like a girlfriend at like, I mean,
people
you
do
should,
it.
yeah,
It's
you should be,
not,
but like at like 21 years old, because like you're still in college, like you're still kind of broke. Like that's if like you don't have a job or whatever. Like everyone's different. Every situation is different. So like it could totally be different. But I did see that men are very money driven. So that's why like they could meet the love of their lives at 19, 20, 21, 22, but because that's your like college mood, then like it's not gonna happen. But they think that, oh, like, well, she might be there when I'm 28, 29. Like, no, like no, like I hope women are married or engaged to someone else by then. But then that comes, well, I'm not the love of his life.
Yeah, no, I'm never gonna be okay.
Yeah, like,
I don't know, and I think. Of course, guys are gonna fall in love and they're gonna marry someone that they love.
Yeah.
But it's not the one that they like maybe pictured themselves with. I don't know though. I think I got jaded quickly. I didn't want to marry the first love of my life.
Oh no, you shouldn't.
But I know a lot of people who like that.
Well,
and it is more old fashioned, like you know what I mean.
But that comes with growth and maturity, and like you have to be able to grow together and not grow apart, and that's really hard.
Yes, if you're my first love at 18 and we do not grow together, I don't want to marry you. Like, go find someone when you're fucking ready. We are growing apart. Yeah, and that's okay. But I think that for guys, I can think of guys that I've dated, and I know that they still had an extra thing for another girl.
Which is totally fine.
And that's okay. I'm sure I've had the same for another guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, when do we get over that? And when do we pass that phase? When we're like, no, we're
but it's also like, okay, if that's what you want, then like go tell her.
Yeah.
Go tell her, or him. Go tell her. Yeah. And like, I don't know what you want from this, like, not saying I don't want anything from this, but like, you know, you just have your own thing. But then that comes with like, was it the right person, wrong time? Because I don't believe in that. I
don't think I do either. I think if it's the right person, there's gonna always be a right time. Yeah. And I think that gives me hope. So any person who hasn't worked out for me, I'm like, it was literally just not meant to be. Yeah, I agree. And I believe like there's someone out there who's literally waiting for me. Yeah. And like not waiting like fucking like actually waiting, but like he knows like someone out there is for him. Yeah. And whether I know him or not, I don't know. At this point I hope I don't know him. Like at this point, get me the fuck out of here if I know him. No, it's kidding. That's love. No, but like truly I don't think that's true. I think that if it's the right person, it'll always find the time. If no matter what, whether it's situation, location, job, whatever it is, like there will always be a way to make it work if you want it to.
But I did see a TikTok came up today, and it was like, talking about like right person, wrong timing. And I was like, that's so interesting. I don't want to say that people believe in that, but like I just don't. I don't know. I don't know why. I just think it's very like, okay, well, it didn't work out. Yeah. Moving on. Same. Like, if you want to sit and cry about it, like cry about it for a couple days, like, but like, like you gotta stop at some point. So like, what are you gonna do? Like, you might ruin something great that's in front of you that like you might not know because you're like, oh my god. Like,
you're like not opening yourself up to
like, okay, anyways, moving on.
But with that, I think there's so many things that this also goes with, like, if they wanted to, they would.
Yes, bro.
That's like my life fucking motto.
I can't. Like,
don't tell me one thing and then act a different way. Like, your actions speak louder than your words.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you're a big boy. If you want to, you will.
My favorite thing to say, like, when they don't know, like, what they did. You're a smart boy. Figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, they're
you are a smart boy.
As dumb as we think they are.
It's also like, if you wanted to, you would. Like, my love language, and I like maybe that, I don't know, mine's words of affirmation. So if you tell me you're going to do something, I'm expecting you to do it.
I take that shit to the grave.
Yeah.
Like, you told me on March 19th that you were going to do this for me, and you did not do it.
And,
I lost so much respect for you.
I have no respect for so many individuals because you told me you were going to do something. And that's, if you don't want to do that, the thing is that's fine.
Tell me.
That is fine. I will move on with life. But, like, if you're like, hey, like, I don't know, what do guys say?
Like, oh, I'm going to take you out on Friday.
Yeah, and then you ghost me Friday night. Like, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Like, not even, like, I'm mad about that, but, like, don't say that. Like, just don't tell me that.
They just don't realize what they're doing.
No, there's so many. Like, there was a guy back in, like, wintertime. And he was like, oh, let's go on a date. I'm like, okay, like, whatever. Met him on Hinge, mutual. Like, okay, whatever, cool. Ended up, I was going to go to a Blackhawks game. But I was like, no, like, I have plans. I can't, you guys. Okay. And they're like, okay, like, if things change, let me know. Ended up, like, rescheduling, which totally fine. But I could have gone to a Blackhawks game. Okay, right? Then, next time, he reschedules. I get asked to a Bulls game with one of my friends. She got free tickets. So I'm like, let's go. Right? I'll text him, I'll reschedule. I think I texted, like, hey, like, quick question. Like, I was going to cancel or, like, reschedule. He never answered. And I was like, easy. Like, that was, I don't even feel bad about that now. No. Like, moving on with life. And, like, no shame to that guy. Like, he's actually one of my favorite people to, like, banter with. Because he's just sarcastic and funny and, like, can take it. Like, he's not sensitive. But, yeah, to this day, like, never really met him. We just have mutuals. Like, it's funny. So. Yeah, and it just showed you, like, no, like, thank God you didn't stop your world for him. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. For you. We had, like, season ticket, like, seats. Yeah. Like, they were good seats. Like, so I'm so glad I went. But it was like, damn, I could have gone to a Blackhawks game, but whatever. So, because you trusted his word. Exactly, yeah. Like, if you said that, then, like, I'm expecting you to hold your thing. So, same way. Like, don't tell me, oh, like, I want to see you, and then, like, don't see me. Like, and then I don't care. And like, I think it's because we're women of our words. Like, I'm not going to tell you something and not follow through. Yeah, well. I think, you know, though, if it's someone you respect, in different situations, like, we follow through. If we don't follow through, we communicate why we're not following through. Yeah. Or at least I do. Or I try to, my best. Yeah, I do, too. One of my good friends from college, one of my best friends from school, Hope, I'm a name drop, she tells me I'm a people pleaser. Like, I am a people pleaser. I know that, but that's because, like, if I said something, like, I don't want to let you down because I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of, like, letting someone down, especially when they're, like, there all the time. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And that's like, valid. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So. Yeah. I think, I mean, I just need to say something that I have written down for weeks. Yeah. That I haven't talked about yet. And it's just the best quote. I've heard this quote when I was, like, 15. And I remember reading it and I was like, ugh, like sobbing because it was so triggering because it was like what I was doing at the time. And I think it's something that's similar to just like dating in general that I think we all do. And it's a quote that says, we ignore the ones who adore us and adore the ones who ignore us. Yes and no. What do you think about that? I don't like being ignored. Like, I mean, like, you don't have to be answering me like 24/8, like every couple minutes. Like, there's no reason for that. Like, I'm doing things and so are you. But like, if you're ignoring me, like, that's such a turn off. If you want to talk to me, literally tell me I want to talk to you. Like, all right, let me change my behavior now because I don't know what you're thinking. Yes. I don't know what's going on in your head. Like, and I used to be terrible at communication and like games used to be my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Like 18, 19, 20-year-old me was like, yes, like, oh, I like, blah, blah, I did this and that. And now I'm like, if you're doing that, like, it's just unattractive. Yeah. Like, I'm 22, I'm 23, like, what's, like, you clearly don't like me. Yes. Okay, that's fine, like, goodbye. And then you're upset when I don't talk to you. Like, talk to me. What? I didn't know. You ignore me. Why? Or, like, I'm ignoring you. Like, it's just, it's a game. Like, why? I'm over it. For me, I think that quote meant a lot when I was younger because I think in high school I put a lot of time into the boys who like weren't putting time into me. But then now when I'm dating people and I'm, let's say, talking to 2 guys or 3 guys at once, it's not exclusive. I'm not cheating anyone. Like, it's simply just like I'm just learning what's out there. And like my favorite one is the one who's not giving me as much attention. Yeah, but I'm like, why? And it's just a game. Do you know what I mean? 100%. But I think it's, I don't know. I see it differently. Of like, yes, I understand that. but it's also not like, well, why are you ignoring me? Why don't you want to talk to me?
Of course, I would
No,
never,
yeah, no, I know.
yeah.
But it's like, now that we're older, it's like, well, like, what are you doing? Like, I want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not, it wasn't just like at my feet.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to say I want something that I kind of have to work for a little bit, but like, I don't want to be like I answer you and you answer me like 45 minutes later. Or like, well, I want that. Like, you answer me like 45 minutes, like something like along the lines of like, but like if you're actively ignoring me, that's not attractive to me.
Not cute.
Like, and guys are like, damn, I got her. Like, maybe to other girls, like, I don't care.
I think now at this age, I think I noticed myself doing that quickly when I was fresh out of a 3 year or 2 whatever year relationship. So I was like liking the ones who weren't giving me as much attention.
Yeah.
And once it took me like a few weeks. Once I stepped out of that, I'm like, no, actually fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not begging, I'm not asking for anything. I'm asking for the bare minimum.
Bro, I'm asking for below the, like, what do you consider bare minimum?
Bare minimum is like communication.
Okay.
Like, that's a bare minimum. Like, fucking communicate, being nice, just like being able to have normal conversation. In terms of like with dating, the bare minimum is my number one, just communication. And if you can't communicate with me, you'll be like, hey, you know what, next week I'm so busy, I'll talk to you on Friday. Like,
red flag to me.
To me, it's like, no, if we have a relationship already, that's like
like
pretty
you're
solid.
exclusive. Okay. Like,
and not even
like,
just we
like
know each other as humans. Like, we know our patterns, we know our schedules. If let's say let's say today's Tuesday, there are times Monday through Wednesday I cannot talk to people. Like, I don't have fucking time. I'm doing so much. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, super busy week. Can't wait to catch up on Wednesday. And it's not like catch up on Wednesday. If we have a date plan Wednesday, perfect. I don't need to talk to you every day. But there are people who won't communicate that, and then you might be like, wait, he hasn't talked to me for a week. Is everything okay? Like, what's the vibe? It's not our usual relationship. It's not how we usually communicate with each other. So it's like, just letting me know means a lot to me. But I'm also someone who looks into words. I believe in the actions speak louder than words, but I also like to hear what you're saying, what you want to promise me.
100%.
So it's like, if you can't tell me, like, hey, tonight's gonna be so busy, I'll talk to you when I get home.
Yeah. Well, if he just goes, but also if he's just going MIA like every weekend.
Oh,
goodbye.
yeah. Oh, my
God. Goodbye. Absolutely 100%. Not. You don't know what he's doing. God knows what he's doing. Like, it's done. Like, don't beg for something that doesn't, like, you should be a weekday and a weekend girly, not just a weekend girly.
100%.
Or like, not just a weekday girly. And if you're a weekday girly, there's a weekend girly. And if you're a weekend girly, there's a weekday girly.
100%.
Vice versa.
And if you're only going on a date with him on like a Wednesday, no. When guys ask me to go on dates on Fridays or Saturdays, I'm like, you love me.
Oh yeah, because I'm the weekend
see
girly.
Me on a Friday, like to like after your busy week to compress. Yeah. And then on Friday you want to see me on Tuesday, so you want to see me on both. Oh yeah, weekend and weekday. Like we're gonna be okay.
Sleepovers.
Like I love that.
There's other stuff. Like you're not just going like, oh quick, like I gotta be in bed by like 9:30. Like like do my skincare, like be ready for bed by like 11 at least. Well, most people who are working, but like if you're a weekend girl, it's like, oh, like you want to spend more time with me. You don't want to rush to date. Like, okay.
Yes. But overall, I just think there's a lot of things that you learn quickly aren't acceptable when you get out of college. Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Like 2 a.m. You're calling me at 2 a.m. My skincare is done. You're in REM sleep.
I'm in REM sleep.
My skincare is done. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it though.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not planning to like I'm out. If I'm out, like, oh yeah, like come to the bar, meet up with me, blah blah blah, like, you know. But like, why are you asking me to come pick you up at 2 a.m.? Yeah. It's like, I was out. You could have told me earlier, like you knew that, because if that was that, then like I guess it's different because like I lived at home. Now my parents would not have given a shit. My dad would have pulled the you're leaving the house at 2 a.m. on the Ring camera, but like he wouldn't have really cared. Yeah, like oh my god, my parents love that. They love the Ring. They're like
so funny.
I fell on the Ring and my dad's like, oh, like 2 years ago we still talk about it. That's like he still laughs at the video, but like, you know what I mean? Like they don't care. Like my parents don't care, but like I guess it would be different if I was like, if I lived at school, because then you don't have like a, well, like my parents might see me. Like girls are kind of just like, oh my god, like I'm so flattered. Like he asked you to come over at 2 a.m. Okay, you didn't come over. Who did he text at 2:05?
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
or he texted 6 girls at 2 a.m. Which one responds first?
Yeah, exactly. Well, but then like, what if multiple girls are coming over? What do you do then? Like I don't understand. Like as a man, what do you do?
Yeah.
I don't understand
just
that.
pick their favorite. So another thing I wanted to touch on with you, concept of like, does he like me? Or is it like, no, do you like him? I feel like when dating, a lot of times it's hard to be centered like in your own and be like, no, like I know he likes me, but do I even like him? And you still give him energy and you're like, bitch, for what? You know?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I always leave a first date like, do I like that's the question of like, well, I didn't hate it. Like, do I like it? Like, meh, I don't know. We'll go again. Maybe I'll see. If I like don't totally hate being there, like there are some dates that I've gone on that I'm just like, okay. And like I really don't want to go the next time, but I give it another chance just because everyone's so nervous. Like, I don't know. It's just, I just always ask, like, do I even like him? Like he's okay. Like, not that he sucks, but it's like, it's just, my personality, and I'm very, very filtered right now. Like, I don't think most people like I don't know. It's just, it's hard.
I don't know if I said this on last time, but like you're very calm right now. So it's a different energy, but you're also being yourself. Yeah, so like it's like weird. It's just, I'm getting like a calmer version of you. I'm just like, I'm very independent. Like I'm very like, my personality is not for everyone, and I either like you're not going to like me or you love me, and there's no in between. Like, oh, like I've had guys be like, oh, you're totally yourself. Like you just didn't care. Like, but why do you care so much? Like it's just it's okay. Like just be yourself. And now like some people are different because like there's guys that I've gone out with who have like gotten out of 4-year relationships, and it was just like he's like, oh, I don't know how to date. I'm like, totally fine. Like, but it's like, oh, like okay, like I just, not that I didn't like being there, but it was just like, the second time was better than the first, but it's just not, I don't know. It's just, I have a very specific personality type, so. I think though, it's also like an empowering mindset to have, is like, does he like me? No, do you like him? Yeah, 100%. Like you need to have that mindset when you're dating boys, because that way you have the control. And you don't need to have the control in an unhealthy way. It's just, you need to have a voice in that relationship. Or in that dating experience. Yeah. And I know so many girls who will just date the first guy who looks at them because they're insecure or they just want a boyfriend, and like there's so much love. So do I. Yeah, so it's not even calling out these girls, like do your fucking thing. Yeah. But like when you're unhappy in a year and you're like, wait, I don't even, he's an asshole, he's not even fun, like you know what I mean? Like then let's regroup. You can always get out of that, you know? Yeah. It's, I don't know. I'm also like, again, I am an only child, which like I wish I had siblings, but it's also like I'm so independent. Like I'm not going to settle. Like I'm very, so like if I like you, like that's huge. That's so big. Like, and there's like a couple of guys that I'm like, wow, okay, like that was fun. Like call me later, you know, or like FaceTime me again. Like I do like to FaceTime though before or like after like a first date. So if like you're FaceTiming me after, not saying like I guess it would be different. So like let's say like we went out, I don't know, like a Thursday. Okay. And like you're calling me like when you come home from the bars. I love that. That's cute. I love that. I agree. Now like when you hang up with me, if you're calling another girl over, like I don't care. I don't want to know. But like I know that like if you were to have asked me that, but you have more respect for me than that. Like I've told, there's another thing, like I'll be like, no, like my skincare is done. Like you should call earlier. Or like I'll literally say like, come on now, like I have more, you like you respect me more than that. And they're like, you know, like yeah, I really do. Like one of my friends' friends texted one of my friends and was like, what are the odds that like what are the odds that she comes picks me up? And my friend was like, absolutely 0, bro, but you could try. So like he texted me and I was like, come on now, I deserve more respect than that. Yeah. And he's like, then like he didn't open it till the next day. Now he's sober and saw like what happened, and I was like, he's like, yeah, like you do, I apologize. And then they feel dumb. And it's good. You remind them like you can't just talk to girls like that. But like I'm up. Yeah, but it's fine. You don't have to go just because like if you say no the first time, they're probably gonna ask a few more times. You know what I love? What? Also, like if I'm like very much so asleep, my phone is majority of the time on do not disturb, and it's like late at night and I'm not answering, and they'll hit me with the notify anyways. I'm like, I love that.
that.
I do like when
I don't know why.
I like waking up and I'm like, oh my god, he not only snapped me, he texted me too and was like, hey, you still awake? Like, they go out of their way to like connect with you still when it's like 2 a.m. But if it's someone who you actually have a connection with, not a little fuckboy like a few weeks ago when I talked about
I still think
those
that's
guys.
hilarious.
I think it's funny as fuck. I love it. But if there's someone who you already vibe with well, and then he's going out of his way to make sure you know that he's thinking of you, that's sweet.
Either way, I don't care. I like it anyway.
Okay.
I could care. But if I'm like taking a test and like you notify me anyways in the middle of the day, like stop.
Yeah, like you're doing stuff.
Yeah, like that bothers me. Or like I promise you I will get to it, but like when it's like stuff like that, like, hey, like I want to talk to you, like notify anyways. Or like my phone's always on do not disturb, so you have to call me twice.
Okay.
In order for it to come through. That means it immediately went
knows.
to, yeah, and he called me again.
He has no shame.
I like that. I like being called. I like being texted. If you're Snapchatting me, I don't hate it because I get to see your face. And I like that. If you're not like sending me pictures of like throughout the day of like, you know, I don't know, like, I wouldn't mind like a text message picture, like, oh, got a new haircut.
I like
or like, look
picture.
at the suit I have on, like, oh, yes.
I like a text picture. I think it's so pure. I think especially now if I don't have you on Snapchat but we text, and if you send me a snap, like, of you just like, oh my god, saw this and thought of you.
I love being texted.
I think it's so cute.
But I do like to see your face. That's why I like Snapchat.
Yeah, and that's fair.
But it's like I don't want to be having conversations over Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like I want, like if I could leave you on delivery for like 2 hours and not go on that. But like if you text me, like I'll answer you every couple minutes.
Yeah,
like when I wake up, I immediately look at my text messages before I look at my
100%,
Snapchats because like
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that. I really do. Like brownie points if you are texting me instead of Snapchatting me.
100%.
Seriously, like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's just so much cuter. It's just so much more genuine.
Like, you want to talk to me. You don't just want like
texting is like conversation. Yeah. So you can just send a picture of your face on Snapchat
all day long. Yeah.
And it's just back and forth for fucking a month.
That's a big problem with guys though.
Yeah, and then they don't start the combo.
Like we grew up with that. Yeah. So it's so hard to be like, oh, I hate Snapchat, but I do hate Snapchat, but I like Snapchat in a sense because I like to vlog to my friends.
Yeah, like, 100%. Yeah. That's so different, I think, especially if you know the person you knew him on Snapchat before. That's different.
So hard. Yeah, it's so hard to break
transition. That. Yeah. 100%.
Really is.
So that's like, okay, I won't like hate you I won't hold it against you, but also it's like,
but, like, come on. If I'm not answering your Snapchat and you text me, or like I'm leaving you on red on Snapchat and you text me.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is
like you learned, but I had to take that for you to learn.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so much. It's so many like layers to everything.
I know. Though. It's just hard because we grew up with that.
Yeah.
You know.
We were like kind of the beginning of like social media and stuff.
Yeah. Heavy Snapchat. Yeah. Like, I'll be on Hinge and like a guy's like, "Oh, what's your Snap?" And I go, "Oof."
I don't like that. At this age, no. You can ask for my number first, and then we'll transition to my Snapchat.
Yeah, but it's also
we get there.
I just had a guy. He was like, okay, like texting me on text. I gave my phone number because he was funny, and then he goes, "Let me get your Instagram. I want to make sure you're real."
I love that.
Bless this man's
He was
soul.
real.
Yeah.
I love that. And I want a guy's Instagram.
Yeah.
I tell him too, can I stalk you on Instagram? I want to see what you're like.
Well, like straight up he was
100%.
like I want to make sure you're real. Like give me your Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like abso-fucking-lutely.
That's great. And then you see who you have mutual friends with if they're from the area. That is so much
sometimes
fun.
It doesn't always fun.
Okay, but most of the time we like to think that it does.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I get your point though. That's so funny. Okay, last thing to wrap this up. What is something you would like girls to know? Girls that are dating, girls that are seeking, like what would you want them to know? Like words of advice or something?
Just worry about yourself. Don't worry about other people, worry about yourself. Like seriously, that is your first step into like, I don't know. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh, like, you have to be confident. Like, everyone has insecurities. That's fine. Yeah. This is like getting into a therapy session. Sorry.
No, you're good.
But like, just worry about yourself before you're worrying about other people. Like we said, when you leave a date, do I like him? Do I like him? Why are you worried if he likes you? That's so far down the line. Because usually, like, if a guy's like, oh, I had a good time. Okay, he likes me. Moving on. Like, I don't care. I don't know. That's worry about yourself. 100%. That's my advice to the girls.
You have to have your shit good on your own. Yeah. Like, you gotta be cool on your own. How about for boys?
You should also be worrying about me.
Boys, boys out the window. Worry about me and only me.
Worry about me. Girls, worry about yourself. And men just worry about me. Like, you should always be worried about me.
That is so funny.
So,
I love that.
That's it. No, I'm serious.
Okay. You know what to do then.
I'm like
guys.
kidding, but also
of course.
like I don't care.
They can figure it out.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay. Well, Olivia, thank you again for being on. I'm sure you'll be back once we get some more thoughts and topics and all the things. Any final words you want to say?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And I hope you guys know this was so cringy to me. Like this was so hard for me to do because I'm so reserved right now. Like there's some absolutely unhinged stuff that I've said to like my good friends of just like, why the fuck are you doing that? Like literally why?
Yeah.
But
I need to get you in like one of those moods though.
I should probably get drunk then.
We can do that. Maybe one day we both like drink.
Hilarious.
And then just like talk about shit, like have topics already.
Yeah.
That would be really funny. We didn't even go in depth fully to like shit that we could have.
No.
Which was good. This is like a good icebreaker.
Yeah.
It's your first time on a pod, first time on a mic.
This is weird in front of the camera. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at you. So.
Okay, well, lots of love.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to experience this though, and then it's only the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you everyone so much for listening. Thank you, Olivia, for being back. Like I said in all the previous episodes, you know where to find me on all my socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Send me questions, send me your thoughts, link in bio to do so. And thank you for being here. Lots of love to you next week, and I will see you when we are on to the next episode. Bye.